Hi, everybody. So I thought I'd take some time out to just say congratulations again. I did leave a message on Instagram earlier today, but I just want to say congratulations to everybody who got a seat, who got the primary, and those who didn't get it. It's quite an experience, I'm sure, for those of you who did this for the first time. At any rate, this was not my first time. And I just enjoyed meeting everyone. I think we had a pretty good race, especially the mayoral race, which, again, like I said, I thought that it was a very mature race. Nobody was really biting and snapping, at anyone. And I don't know if maybe, people weren't taken seriously or not, but I think that people were taken seriously because we didn't know which way this race was going to go. I did hear that there was quite a few shenanigans that happened, and um, maybe, I don't know, I hope no laws were broken. But again, you have to think to yourself, why is it that people want to get into politics so desperately that they would do almost anything? Well, when you really think about it, people who, especially with the mayor of a city, you're able to do things that city council members wouldn't be able to do. It's the largest city. You really head this whole city up. And the people that are in there, they don't want to go. That's just all there is. They don't want to go. They don't want anyone else to have it. And you also have to remember people thinking about pensions and Social Security. So if you don't get in, that means, it's you don't get it either. Even though there's a two-term limit for city council and for the mayor, when people don't have anything else to do or any place else to go, or it's almost like a fear for your life. Like, where do I go from here? Like, what am I going to do if I'm not doing this? So when you have that power to extend it, that's what people do. Now, the heck with everybody else is pretty much what it is. So I'm just curious to see what's going to happen after this race is over. Will there be any redeeming qualities? Will there be any wake up calls? Or will there just be vindictiveness, retaliation? What will there be? And are we going to set a good example? Because honestly, let's just say you decided as a leader, you're going to retaliate. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you back for what you did to me. Let's just say you did that. You may not have to suffer for it, but I'm trying to move this hair. You may not have to suffer for it, but you know what? You do have children, and you may have grandchildren, and they're going to experience something just because you didn't behave properly. We tell our children, don't bully, don't make fun of people, don't cheat. Even the Ten Commandments tell us not to do that. But a lot of times people just are not able to follow it because it's about right now. It's about today. It's about doing what they want to do right now and getting what they can get. And again, when you're dealing with people who are selfish, self-centered, self-absorbed, when you're dealing with leaders who might be manipulative, you just really have to be careful. I'm just not saying I'm not saying the mayoral race. I'm just saying just leaders in general, whether they're Democrats or whether they're Republicans or whether they're black or white. Well, you're not going to have a whole lot of blacks anyway, but you're going to, look, we all want a good life, okay? We all want to have an equal chance to have the same equal opportunities. And what happens when you don't give that, and what happens when you give friends and family jobs that they're not qualified for, it doesn't help the city. When I look at Sears, who's going down the tubes now, and they're getting ready to close, someone on the inside told me, because I was really upset about Sears, because I love Sears, like many people do, but because they took somebody who claimed he was a head, what do you call it, head funds man or whatever, thought he could do retail, went in there and thought he could, but he couldn't. So now, because of him, because of not being qualified for a particular, it can take you down. And when a person who's in a leadership position doesn't have the qualifications or don't hire the right people, it takes a lot of people down. So it's not just them. I mean, you can say, oh well, that's just what happened. That's just the way it is. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. So I'm asking all the leaders and all those people who got elected to have your moral compass, raise the bar a little bit. You don't, even if you don't like me, with whatever, Make sure you hire people with good hearts, good characters, so that we can leave something of a decent legacy behind for the kids. This is not what we want to show them. This is how we behave as adults after we talk the talk, but we don't walk the walk. I'm just saying, nobody has to listen to me. Nobody normally does listen to me anyway. So, it is what it is. But listen, guys, thank you for everything. Thank you, all everybody who supported. You guys are really the best, honestly. I mean, now I know what Jesus felt like sometimes with some people here. The disciples kept falling asleep and Jesus kept getting upset. It's crazy. I don't want to believe that. The city of Yonkers, the people are asleep and they need to be awoke and they're not. I don't want to ever become so cynical that I say, well, not only are the people asleep and they're not sleeping anymore, they're in a coma. They're in a coma. And sometimes when people have been in a coma for so long, you just have to pull the plug because they're never going to wake up. And then there are those times when just before you get ready to pull the plug, bing, there's some sign of life. And I'm really hoping for that day. I am. Anyway, thank you guys. Thanks so much and congratulations to everybody. I guess we'll see you in November. All right, talk to you soon. Have a nice one. Bye now.